Hey guys, it's Miss Johnson here with your vocabulary for this third week of school. Remember the graphic organizer, we're going to continue the same thing. So I'm just in the center of the page, going to make a nice little circle and do my 4 lines so that I have 4 sections. Our first section is going to be the vocab word, right? And then we're going to go to definitions. I'm going to abbreviate just as def. And then we're going to do example sentences. And last, we're going to draw our picture to represent the word. Now, our root this week is going to be anti. Can you think of what the word anti means? Because I'm sure you've heard it before. But the most basic sort of definition we have for it is going to be against. So if you are anti something, oh, I spelled that wrong. If you are anti something, you are going to be against whatever that something is, right? So our very first word that I've come up with today is going to be antifreeze. Take a second to look at the 2 pieces of the words, right? You know what freeze means. And now you know that anti means against, so what does that definition probably mean? Well, I'm gonna give you the technical definition, right? Which is an antifreeze is like a substance to prevent freezing. So I didn't use this definition of the root word, did I, in my definition? But it still basically means that, right? If it's a substance that prevents freezing, then whatever this substance is against the idea of freezing. Right, an example sentence. I'm going to be totally honest with you and tell you that I had a hard time coming up with an example sentence, but I kind of came up with this idea of like, my dad put antifreeze in my car's fluid. Right, because I was thinking it's probably something you could put in maybe the windshield wiper like cleaner fluid, stop that from freezing. I'm not sure. But for my picture, and I'm also certainly not an artist, I'm thinking of just doing some like little ice cube looking things, right? So I got my ice cubes there. I'm gonna draw a little puddle to indicate that that's water, right? And then around it, I'm gonna do that big no. So straight through the middle, right? There is my no freeze. And now we can move on to the second word. Remember, you are always welcome to pause the video if you feel like I'm going a bit too fast for you, whatever is easiest for you. Now our next word, and I'm sure this is one you guys have heard plenty, antisocial. Right? So when someone's antisocial, what are they like, right? It's someone who is not social. Let me see, who's not social / dislikes social interaction. Right, and I'm sure we all know someone like that. Sometimes, let me be honest, I can be a bit antisocial. So my sentence, because of that, I'm going to say, I stay home when I feel antisocial. Right, and my picture for this, I was trying to think of like, maybe like a little picture of some people together, right? Because they're being social. And because these guys are extroverts, we're gonna draw hearts around them. But then we're gonna have this antisocial little individual right over here by themselves, but look, they have a heart because they like being antisocial. Right, our third word, and the last for today, this one is antidote. Have you ever heard that word? If I'm going to use an antidote. An antidote is something you would give someone. It's kind of like medicine, right? So it's medicine to counter And often it counters poison, or it can also just kind of counter disease. So any sort of sickness like that is what it counters. Great, and my sentence, I'm gonna push my paper up a little. Great, my sentence. So since we're pretending that someone's been poisoned, I'm gonna say he needs the antidote or he'll die. And I was kind of thinking if it's like medicine, so I'm going to try and draw someone who looks like they're getting medicine, right? But again, I'm no artist. I'm going to start with my kind of dead person, right? He's laying on the ground. He's been poisoned. Look. But then look, our little friend here is going to hold this bottle of antidote. And he's going to pour some little drops on our guy so that he lives. Right, remember to pause the video at any point in time if you need to catch up or if you are getting behind. I will be back with you guys tomorrow to give you 2 more words for the week.